Hi, this is Anika Barnes Chrishon, author of Fight for Your Marriage. I'm excited to be with you today as I introduce my book, Fight for Your Marriage. The book contains two parts. Part one is my marriage testimony as to how the Lord brought me from brokenness and barrenness, and it ends with a triumph, a victorious triumph of the Lord taking me to motherhood and missionary life, missionary service rather, and restore my relationship with my husband. So 20 years ago, my marriage was broken. It was in shambles. It was a mess. My husband and I had been married for less than 1 year, and he decided he didn't want to be married anymore. I was left brokenhearted, confused, and really in bad shape. But the Lord, in His great mercy, He sent some women to help me. He sent a lady named Sheila, and she has made an eternal difference in my life and in the life of my family. And this is what is depicted on the front of the book. This is what's called Meeting at Sheila's, and this is actually covered in the book, but this is where the Lord allowed me to learn the principles that I'm sharing in this book, the fight principles. When I went into Sheila's home, her and the other ladies that were there for a marriage support group, and they encouraged me to pray for my husband. This was so unheard of for me because I felt like it was over, but these women encouraged me that it doesn't have to be over. So the first part of the book contains my story of finding out that my husband didn't want to be married anymore and meeting these women who encouraged me to pray for my husband. And I prayed for him. I thought it would be a quick process, but it took many years, but the Lord had to work on my heart, and at the same time He worked on my husband's heart. And after several years, the Lord moved and He brought restoration and healing to our marriage. So I'm here to tell you there is hope. No matter what kind of situation you may be in, no matter how hopeless your marriage is, there is hope. If God did it for me, He can do it for you. So that's what part one of the book is about. Before we move on to part two, part one also has some review and reflection questions where you can take time to really make sure you understand what you read and take time to review the lessons, the Bible lessons that are covered in the front part of the book, and also take some time for personal reflection and take some time to apply what you're learning to your own life. And in between part one and part two, there's several pictures in the middle of the book to kind of give you an idea of what's going on behind the scenes and just kind of help you to kind of get to know me better as an author. You'll see pictures of my childhood with my sisters and my parents growing up in Birmingham, Alabama. You'll see pictures of when I first met my husband and when we got married, and you'll see pictures of us after the Lord restored our marriage. You'll see pictures of each of our children when they were born. And then the grand finale is a picture of all 7 of us and the pastor that married my husband and I 20 years ago. So as we continue with part 2 of the book, this is where I get into how to fight for your marriage. And these will be the principles of the title, Fight Principles. F-I-G-H-T. F, fervently pray. I, identify Bible promises. G, give thanks. H, have patience. T, take time for testimony. And so this part of the book I will go through step by step and share practical biblical help for restoring your broken marriage. And at the end, you will get your orders, your official orders, as you go forward and have faith and look to the Lord to heal your marriage. So I hope you get your copy of the book soon. And for those of you can take advantage of the early bird special. It's taking place today until Thursday, September 5th. For today until Thursday, September 5th, Fight for Your Marriage will be available for half price. Regular price is $12.95, but for today until Thursday, September 5th, the book will be half price. So please go to fightforyourmarriagetoday.com and get your copy today. Fightforyourmarriagetoday.com. Get your copy today, and please, while you're there, be sure to join our subscribers list. Thank you so much. Fight for your marriage.